everyone again. This is Tenpenny, and this is a special video. As you have noticed, I have a guest on my video. This is in response to Prowlcat's video requesting that people owning ball-jointed dolls, or BJD, as you might have heard them called, show off their pretties. So this is Aiden. He is a Doll Family Lyre, and I had him set up drinking tea and eating a little cake. Well, I lied. You see the little cake and teacup, but there's actually a turtle inside. That's his pet turtle, Bethesda, but that's just his story. He didn't come with a story, I just kind of made it up. But in any case, he's a ball jointed doll, which means that he has joints, and yeah, his head is moving in disgusting ways. Don't be scared of him, he won't eat you. But you can see the joints in his hands, so he can twist them whatever way. And he actually has a double jointed elbow, so that I can fold it out like that, so that you can hold it like this, or if I want to twist the joint this way. It's a subtle difference, so that he can hold his arm in a variety of ways. And he can stand up and things like that. He's pretty versatile. If you want to see, well, you can see his ankle here, and let me see if I don't want to show you his bits, because ball jointed dolls are anatomically correct, though he's not. Some of them more so than others. He's not very he's like a step above a Ken doll. But you can see his knee joint here. I'm sorry that your head is angled so crazy, but he's also got kind of a double jointed knee, so that he's got a little bit more versatility. He's a Doll Family Lyre, and what that means is Doll Family is the company that produced him, and Lyre is his mold name, so that's the name of this particular face. And as you can see, he's very pretty. He has the company default face up, which means that they painted his lips, his eyebrows, his eyelashes, things like that. And if you ever have a chance to see one of these in person, don't touch the face, because that face paint is sealed. Like, they spray a sealant on it when they paint the face on, but they do wear off over time, and the oil from your fingers can cause the face to wear off more quickly. So be courteous to any doll owners that you might see, and do ask before you pick up their doll or anything like that, because it's really rude. But he is completely customizable, so you can take off his hair. You can change the wigs. This particular wig is a Spite and Malice wine red wig, and it's made by, oh, I forget her screen name on DOA, but Spite and Malice is the name of her shop. She makes these herself, handmade, so you can see the stitch on the inside. It's really cool. And he totally has a support bracelet around his head to keep his wig from slipping, but you don't have to do that. And his head you can open his head. I have a little block of a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, so that if he gets a little bit dirty, I can clean it, and an extra pair of eyes. So you can actually change out the eyes, and I'm not going to do that for you right now, because as you can see, I've managed to get his eyes centered in his head pretty good. They may be a teensy bit crooked, but not bad. But if you're curious, the back of his head looks like this, and you can see the stalks for his eyes, which are in right now, because he's wearing glass eyes currently, and these eyes are acrylics. They're just plastic, they're not as fancy. And this metal piece here is the S-hook that holds the elastic, which I have no idea if you can see that or not, but the elastic runs all the way through his body and is what keeps him together. Because if I take that hook out, I can actually take him all the way apart and restring him or suede him or anything like that. And what that means, like sueding, you can do that with actual suede or with hot glue, and you put it in the joints so that the joints have a little more friction, so that they he can hold poses a little better. Now, I haven't tried that myself yet. I've been a little bit wary, but I have taken him apart, and it was kind of hard. But if you have a piece of ribbon to pull the elastic up with, it's a lot easier. If you're interested, I actually made the shirt that he's wearing. It's really pitiful, I know, but he only had one, where did I put it? One shirt that I bought for him, just this shirt, and you can see that it's really nice quality. The stitching is really nice. It even has a little tag, but this is from Blue Blood Dolls, and he looks pretty good in it. And he has a little pair of boots that are pretty sweet, also from Blue Blood Dolls. Got a zipper, belt buckles. They look really cool on, but they're a pain in the butt, so I didn't put them on for you today. Mostly because I wanted you to be able to see his feet. And let's see, if you want to see, because I'm sure you've noticed that he's bucked several times in my video. He has a joint here in his waist, and this joint allows him to, say, when he's standing, you know, you want his back to be straight like this, but if he's sitting, you won't want him to sit straight up like that, so you can have him bend forward, which he's being uncooperative. I'm sorry. I'm sure that those of you who are scared of dolls are horrified because he bucks so badly. But you can bend him forward, and if you're careful with how you move his clothing, you can't really tell that he's got his joint sticking out in the back. But he is pretty cool, which Doll Family is not considered one of the, like, they're a fairly new company, so not very many people have their dolls, and they're not as expensive as some of the dolls, which I don't really care to tell you how much I paid for them on my video. But if you're interested, look it up or send me a message or whatever. But he's not considered one of the more expensive dolls, but I was really impressed with his quality. And I've had the opportunity to play with a ring doll and a Doll Zone doll and a Buddy doll. Well, actually 2 Doll Zone dolls, but 3 of those dolls were all in the same size range. Because he's a monster. I realize that he is huge. He is considered 1/3 scale, which means that he is supposed to be 1/3 the size of an actual person. So obviously he's pretty big. Heck, you know, compare him to the length of my torso, he's fairly substantial, because I'm about 5'4", so that could give you an idea of how big he is. But he is, for all that, considering that he's from a fairly new company and he's not like from a well-known company, he's very nice quality. His rosin is really smooth, which rosin is the plastic. Well, it is plastic, but it's very high grade plastic, and it's very smooth. And a lot of people will get mad if you say that ball jointed dolls are made from plastic, but it is a very like high-end plastic. But because of that, they look a little bit like porcelain, but they're far more durable than porcelain. But you still don't want to drop him or anything, because poor baby. He could still get chipped, and he does have a couple little scratches, because obviously I'm not the most delicate with my dolls. But I wish I could take his pants off, but I don't want YouTube to take my video down so you could see his hip joint, because he has a joint right here that allows him to swivel his leg so that he can sit, like if he wanted to sit bow-legged like this, he could, or you know, anything that would require you to do that pose-wise. But he is, I feel like he was a pretty good first doll purchase. And he is on the old Doll Family body, so he doesn't have the 3-part torso, which I have no idea if you even know enough about that. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry if you could see that. But he's only got 2 parts to his torso there, so he can't bend as much as a doll with a 3-part torso could. So he's on the old body though, like I said, and I really like the old body. I think I actually like it more than the pictures I've seen of the new body. I haven't had a chance to play with it. I don't think anybody has, but he's nice and slender, and the other one looks a little bit beefier, not by much. I mean, most ball jointed dolls are really shoujo-esque with their proportions. I mean, his legs are really long. But anyway, I just thought I would tell you about my boy. His name is Aiden, and if anybody else out there has a doll, we would so love to get a message. So please, if you have any questions or you want to return this video or anything like that, please feel free to do so. Bye!